The goal has to be, as things continue to get worse, there has to be an increased effort on assaulting the consciousness of those who are suffering those worsening conditions to make us think other than what we need to think about to make changes in it. And this is what I'm arguing, at least, that this book, this Marable book and associated discussions of it are just one small part of that process. Very quickly here, there's this quote I often bring up in class. I think it's credited to Noam Chomsky, but I think somewhere else that William Bloom might have said it. But that propaganda is to democracy what violence is to totalitarianism. And the simple point is that the freer you are told you are, the more propaganda has to be developed to make sure you don't actually behave as though you are free and your behavior is sort of managed. The more dictatorial, the more totalitarian, or the more of a dictatorship you live in, the more overt they can be. The more they look, you do what I tell you to do, I knock you over the head, and that's it. And everybody's clear, okay, I got it, I'm oppressed. But here we're told all the time we're free, things are better, it's more expansive, you have more opportunity, so on and so on and so on. So more has to be done to undercut that claim of freedom, to assault our psyche, to make sure we don't move beyond those accepted boundaries.
And just 1 minute to follow that up. De Tocqueville, who did the book Democracy in America, talked about that revolution was very difficult in America because to have a revolution, you have to have the poor having absolutely nothing and the rich having absolutely everything. In America, the poor have access to food, shelter, and free technology. We talk about the library, right? So the material conditions that Dr. Wall is talking about gets kind of shunted or gets kind of phased out, where even the poor think they are powerful because they can go on Twitter